Brian, and Nellie. It's Mary Palmer. John and I are out at your site and looking at your parking needs and the malfunction junction at the top of at the bottom of the curve. And what John's first talking about is extending the wall, which you talked about, which is down there, and giving you one little car parking space where the puppy is, and curving that back. And that's easy, and that's already been kind of discussed. Then we got into this, and it would be so handy, since you don't have any extra parking back there, to make a second parking piece right here. We talked about raising this up flush, taking out that tree, and then you'd have two really functional parking spaces that would look good, do everything you need to do. And now, John, why don't you talk a little bit about what is the project?
Okay, Nellie, Brian, we would raise this grate, we'd use a riser, raise the grate up to level with the driveway, and just you could drive over it, you see. And then you would just pull, you would have two spaces here for two cars instead of just one. We'd take out that poplar tree and this little wall here, and then when we make this cut in here, there would be a bank there, but that would be a really beautiful place to put a wall and have, you know, a planting in the wall, and that would look kind of nice like the other work down below. And it would just give you a whole nother space, and I think it would look really good as well, and also be practical. So.
Very practical. I mean, I could see that I would probably park here every time I came to visit you all, as I know John would. And then it keeps your courtyard, your private courtyard for your cars and for your, being outside in a sheltered area from the wind. So we're hoping that this will be approved, and John will be giving you an update on the cost for that.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all. So back to the surfacing options. Nellie and Brian, this area we're recommending becoming a river rock gravel that's flat, and it won't be these big bumpy things. You've seen it in many of our projects. And then as you come out here where this would be extended, it doesn't really make sense to stretch the asphalt there and stretch the asphalt here, because then you have to stretch it all the way back up the driveway. And to do the river rock gravel would look a whole lot softer and more in keeping with the retreat feel here, because right about where John is pointing, right about there,
yeah,
and there, from there up,
and it's level.
It's level. So we would just take out this piece of asphalt where I'm backing up, and then you wouldn't have to resurface your driveway. I hope that suits you, and John will estimate that too. Thanks. Hey, we're back looking out over at the buffer zone next to your neighbor's house. This is surpassing my wildest dreams. Very happy. And John used your plants to fill in the little things in between. But look at that. That's where all your trees that were right here are now back here. It looks great. Here's the good news. We've got your landing. I'm at the driveway. Let me back up. Right here. Say hi, John.
Hey.
John's at the landing right at the back up. And then there's a little planter behind him. And this looks so great. The stone quality is so beautiful, and the steps are fabulous. And you walk down. Look at these big, broad steps. See the size of my foot? These are great big stones. Then you walk down, and that leads you toward the future waterfall that Bob Dews is going to do. You walk back up. They're nice, easy to walk steps. This is so pretty. And then you go down steps right there, and that leads you out to be able to meander up and around the buffer zone and back. Now it's the 1st of April. You can look out at the materials for the waterfall. They're beautiful rocks. This is David Van Wyck showing you the width of the driveway and how they will be making the curve deeper. These are some of your wonderful boulders that he's brought to the site. And then the two fabulous workers, Wayne and John,